All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jodi there.
And we really appreciate you clicking on this video and watching another reaction with us today. We are checking out a comedian that we have not reacted to before. I think I finally said it right that time. And we're looking at a man called Rhod Gilbert. If it's Rod, if it's Rhod, I apologize. Please forgive me.
Rhod.
Rhod. Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, right?
Rhod. I wonder if he can run. But we're checking out Rhod. I'm going to say Rhod Gilbert. And which one we checking out today, Jodi?
Tries to buy a single baked potato.
It doesn't seem like a too challenging of a thing.
I mean, if you're at the store, maybe not if you're at the restaurant.
If you're at a store, how are you going to buy a baked potato at a store?
I meant that reverse. I meant if you're at a restaurant and
Strike
not at
that
a store.
Reverse.
Yeah. I scratched my hand with my arm and it like...
Okay. There's no arm scratching today. This is a completely... Our audience comes into our videos expecting no arm scratching. You understand?
Okay.
We don't want to break that pact. And so, even if you're at a restaurant and you're buying a single baked potato, get one on the side. I mean, I can understand like a few questions of do you want salt or butter or the fixins, as some people say it. But I can't wait to hear this. People are super excited. At least the person that requested said this guy is loved by everyone. So I want to be part of everyone. If you want to be part of everyone that's already subscribed to this channel, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded video.
You like that segue?
Yeah.
All right, here we rode.
So she went out in Cardiff on the pop drinking while I stayed in on my own. I went to Tesco Metros on my own to get my own bloody dinner. It's in here. I'll tell you what happened, right? You will see that it is something and bloody nothing, right? This is... Where were you? Location, Tesco Metros, Cardiff. What would you say was the main cause of your stress or feelings of anger? A baked potato.
So we just got thrown right into this, okay? And that's okay. We're going to adapt. But it looks like he might be reading like maybe, the registration paper to go to the hospital or something like that. Right? It reminds me of Austin Powers, where he's going through all the people that were celebrities when he was alive before he went into the future. And he reads all their obituaries. And with Mama Cass from Mamas and the Papas, it says, ham sandwich. It's just ridiculous like that.
What action did you take to combat the stress or feelings of anger? I called the manager. How was the situation resolved? I was asked to put the courgette down and leave the supermarket. I know, by the way, all of this show is me looking back at what an idiot I used to be. I'm with you. I know you're going to say this is petty. I know this is an example coming up of me being extraordinarily petty. I know that, so don't bother bloody heckling me, right? I realise that. All of this show is me looking back at what I used to be like. Give a brief description of the incident, including details of any relevant conversations that took place. This is me. Excuse me, I'd just like one jacket potato, please. Right. The manager. I'm sorry, sir, they come in packs of 2. Me. No, they don't. You did that. I realise.
I love it.
See, this is the thing. I know this is petty, right? The manager's like, what do you mean? I said, this isn't Noah's vegetable rack, right? Potatoes come in ones. It's 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Not 2 potato, 4 potato, 6 potato, pissing 8. She said, yeah, but there's 2 in the pack. I said, I can see that. I just totted them up on my new toothbrush, right? But the thing is, I don't actually need to because there's only me in the house. My bloody selfish girlfriend's gone out on the piss and I'm having a jacket potato for dinner and I'm pretty confident that I can nail it first time, right? So I don't need a spare. I don't need a contingency potato in case it all goes wrong. So just take one out and I'll be on my way. She said, we can't do that. We don't sell them singly. Perhaps you could take the 2 and have the other one another time. I said, I know, I would normally, I'd love to, but the thing is I'm going away at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and I don't really want it for breakfast, right? She said, couldn't you take it with you? I want to take a jacket potato on a romantic break. I just tell my girlfriend she can't come because I'm taking a baked potato with me. She said, oh, I didn't say instead of your girlfriend. I said, well, you want the 3 of us to go together, is that it? It's even bloody weirder, isn't it? The 3, what am I going to... It's a romantic... What am I going to say to my girlfriend? Come on, love, you have to admit things have been a bit lackluster in the bedroom recently. I hope you don't mind, but I've brought this along. Bend over and say hello to King Edward. Taking back change him for a Maris Piper if he doesn't fit. Oh, I didn't know it was a romantic break. What does it matter what sort of break it is? Even if it was a business trip, I probably wouldn't take a potato to America with me. Yeah. That's where potatoes came from in the first place, for one thing. What am I going to tell their customs officers, that I'm bringing their potatoes back one by one? Is that it? Don't worry, officer, they didn't get far, and this one's the ringleader. Come on, you! Shut your ass!
Yes.
This is where I apparently could have been arrested, because I said, give it here, I'll split the pack. Give it here, I'll bloody break the pack open. She's like, you do that, you could be arrested. I was like, charged with what? Separating potatoes.
Probably a law somewhere.
Oh, I'll be out in 6 months with a good lawyer. You don't frighten me. This is very good. Oh, look, calm down, can't you just give it away? I was like, actually, of course I can. What am I thinking? It's my niece's birthday on Sunday. You know, I hadn't thought to get her a potato this year. She was so disappointed with last year's onion that I didn't take her a vegetable. Of course, if I do get this, the cheese and beans I got her for Christmas might actually make some sense. She has been wondering. I didn't mean as a present, just give it away. I said, well, you want me to stand here in the fruit and veg aisle till some of the sad loser comes in looking for one jacket potato and then beg him to go halves on a pack of 2 with me, is that it? Not doing that again. I was here till 4:30 this morning with a triple pack of peppers, in case you've forgotten. Just like getting shot of a yellow one in the middle of the night. It's full of bloody idiots in here. This is, and I know this is petty, right? And I've said to you tonight that sometimes I know why I'm annoyed, sometimes I've got no idea, sometimes I've got an inkling. With this one, I know why it is. It's great, I know why it is. It's because it's pissing packaging. Packaging winds me up because we don't need it. We don't need any of the shit they put all this stuff in. We have to pay for it, it goes on our bill, and then we can't get rid of the stuff for 500 billion years because it won't piss and decompose. But they blame us. They blame us. She started blaming us. She said, well, it's our customers. Our customer feedback. We've done focus groups that shows customers want potatoes packaged like this.
Stop.
So are you seriously telling me you've done focus groups where people sit around going, do you know how I'd like my potatoes, Discos? I don't know if you could manage this, but I'd like them in a pair. Obviously, I'd like them on a styrofoam tray. I'm not an idiot. I'd like them a label on each potato saying potato, and then I'd like the whole thing wrapped up in cellophane, and then another label on the outside reminding me that there's 2 potatoes inside the cellophane on top of the styrofoam tray. Because you know what's always happening to me, and I am sick of this, and I can't be alone here. There must be other people who get home after a hard day's work, you're just about to have jacket potato for dinner, and then there's not enough labels on it, and you go and put the last of your tuna mayonnaise all over a pissing melon, because I am sick of that happening to me. Time and time again, all over that.
Now listen, okay, there are some people, okay? There are some people that you have to put labels of everything on because they're just not going to get it. The lady who sued over coffee being too hot.
But apparently she got extremely burned from it. Like, extremely.
I've heard this argument, okay? And I don't drink coffee, but isn't it normally hot?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
And did she have a plan to spill it on herself? Like, I had to wake up. People always talk about having coffee is going to help them wake up. I didn't know they weren't throwing it on their legs. I didn't know they were drinking it. I've heard that argument. I'm like, come on, why are we sympathizing with this? It's hot.
Yeah.
It's like tea. Is there a level where it's just like it's too hot and now you're going to sue because it's too hot?
Yeah, you're right.
This guy's awesome. This guy talks very, very fast.
Very fast. And I love how he rolls all his R's.
she loves them.
I can't roll my R's.
I can't do it either. No, not a chance.
Time and time again, all over that. Listen, people don't like loose potatoes. Of course people don't like loose potatoes. Watching 4 potatoes sitting around discussing the menopause is only marginally more interesting than the bloody human program, and I should know I've appeared on it 3 times. I said, justify it. If you can justify it, I will happily pay for the packaging. Justify it, and I will pay for it, right? But if you can't, then we'll take it off. She said, the cellophane stops them rolling off the tray. I said, well, that would be awesome if we needed the tray. You can't justify the cellophane by saying it holds them on to something else we don't need. Otherwise, why not just gaffer tape them to a horse's head? And then bang on about how essential the gaffer tape is to stop them rolling off the horse. Because I don't need a styrofoam tray any more than I need a potato horse ponnet, you dickhead. But it keeps them upright. Oh, people will bring it back upside down potatoes. I imagine this shop was rammed with people going, hey, look at this Tesco. It was the right way up when I bought it. What the hell am I going to do with that now? Oh, it protects the potato from who is trying to harm our potatoes? Who is it? What do you know that we don't? Does the Harold Chipman escape? Is it the Yorkshire Tipper? The Boston Masher? So I didn't say anybody was trying to harm them. I said, well, if it's a self-harming potato, you can bloody keep it. I do not want a potato with low self-esteem who's going to start peeling himself every time things get a little bit difficult. I don't want to come home to find a pan of mash and a suicide note on the hob there. Is that why there's two of them in there? Is there for moral support? So one of them can talk his mate down from the edge of the pan? I meant it protects them in transit. In transit, they live underground, man. They came from America originally, thousands of miles in the freezing hold of a ship. This is 5 minutes in a 4-door saloon with heated seats and a pissing CD player. I'll recline the seats for the fussy little bastards if you like. We could stop for a coffee en route. I know Courgette wants to stretch his legs. I'll have to ask you to put that courgette down. I said, I will. It's back to front anyway. You can bloody keep it. But unless you get rid of all this packaging and knock the price of it off my bill, I will put this courgette down up your ass. I'm afraid I like my potatoes like I like my women. Single and stark bollock naked. That's how I like them. Something and nothing. I told you it was something and nothing. Stored in a teacup. She said, there wouldn't have been anything else. I said, yeah, give me half a grapefruit, would you? I told you it was a storm in a teacup, something. Well, I was never going to be arrested for separating, but I had to buy the two anyway.
He's out of control.
When I saw that it was 8 minutes, I was like, how are you going to talk about 8 minutes about his potato, especially when we jumped right in at the beginning? But man, he just takes you on this.
He does.
On this journey of an 8-minute potato.
He could have stretched out to 12 minutes if he went a little slower. Yes. And I'm not complaining about how fast he talks. I think it's fantastic. I just don't know how you're able to think that quickly. All of us have the situation or the propensity to talk fast when we get really excited about something. But he does it in such a great way. And I love all the millions of different jokes and this and that with it. He's not waiting for people to react to it. He just keeps going and keeps going. That was impressive. He said the Boston Masher. Like, I was assuming Boston Massacre returned the Boston Masher, where it's like a potato that's hurting other people. That was awesome. Now, as funny as that was, and that was absolutely hilarious. If I relate it to just myself, I would have just bought the second potato. Yeah. And because, you know, not just America, other places too, but we're pretty wasteful here, right? You buy, oh, we didn't eat it, throw it in the trash. But I understand his point, and I appreciate him saying, I get it, this is ridiculous, this is petty, I know. But I had to take a stand. And there's a lot of times we take stands on crazy things because we've had enough.
And there's quite a few times I've taken a stand and I've been like, why'd I pick that battle? I just shouldn't have had that battle be the hill that I died on. Or that hill be whatever.
Well, maybe it's because of the sheer stupidity of the other person. Like, why are we fighting about this? Yeah. This is the easiest thing for you to agree with.
Just grab it. I was trying to think, like, our potatoes. I know that we have the single potatoes and we have it in the bags, but I don't think we have them pre-packaged by twos.
Well, when he kept saying, I've never bought a baked potato at a store. Now, he kept saying Tesco. I've heard of that before. I'm not sure if that's equivalent to like a Costco, where they also sell cooked food there or whatever. Or just maybe there's some stores, like a Tesco, in other parts of the world, that you can buy cooked goods. Yeah. Which is awesome. Our grocery stores, if they do, I'm not aware of it, okay?
Of a baked potato, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, even that, like 2 of them. Like, well, I know I was going to say, there are some meals you can buy there, but you still got to take them home and cook them. I mean, there's like chicken wings and like chicken breasts and whatnot you can buy.
But a baked potato is something where you have to cook the potato first, then you cut it open, then you add the sour cream, the cheese, and all that. So it would be hard to like have it cut open. It's almost like it was baked and then maybe cut open and all the fixings are in.
Or maybe they just baked it and then wrapped it. Yeah. And that would only taste good. Anyways, I'm blown away by the fact that you can buy a baked potato. Never heard of that before. That's awesome. But baked potatoes are delicious. I wish our kids like potatoes more because she's right. You gotta buy them in a bag of like at least 10 to 15. I've never counted the potatoes in there. And we never finish the entire bag over the course of whatever before things start growing off of it or whatever and throw them out or whatever. But I do like myself a good baked potato, especially with the salt on the outside. Maybe they just like smush it with like some water and some salt. I don't know how they do that, but that's amazing. Let us know what you thought about our reaction to Rhod Gilbert. Let us know if we're saying it correctly, and if you want us to react to other ones, if so, let us know which ones. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time.
Goodbye.